case study is to introduce the growth of plantation crops in Malaysia, which are cocoa, paddy, pineapple, and pepper, as crop production studies. We will see the development of the crop from many aspects, such as from its situation, production, and also the technology that they use.
So the first crop is paddy. As our country is now hit by the COVID-19 pandemic season, crop yields are also affected as a result of the current situation, especially for paddy crops. Due to this, our country's economy is decreasing and farmers are experiencing a source of income recession. The COVID-19 outbreak in Malaysia has affected the toughness of the agriculture sector. There are various problems and challenges affecting the performance of the agriculture sector. This includes the Malaysian paddy industry, as the country imports 30% of its total consumption from anywhere else in the world. The actual price of rice has been multiplied for consumers, which may raise national concerns in this pandemic situation. Rice is a grain that serves as a staple food, especially for those living in Asia. Specifically for Chinese people, it plays an important role in this culture of their lives. The Chinese people have been eating rice for thousands of years. Rice is also important for the Muslim community. Every year, when the month of Ramadan arrives, Muslims race to do goods. Besides fasting, Ramadan is also closely related to the demand to perform another obligatory worship, which is to give zakat fitrah. Zakat fitrah must be paid according to the price of rice consumed. Therefore, the increase in the price of paddy is very worrying for people, as it is the most important resource for survival. According to Manan 2017, in the development of the agriculture sector, it remains a dominant district of the Malaysian economy. 12% of it contributes to the country's GDP and 16% of the population of the employment provided, and improve the lives of rural communities through extensive activities. The participation of farmers in the farm management sector in Malaysia at the beginning of the year is limited to traditional practices. However, the agriculture category became a major factor in donating to the Malaysian economy. After Malaysia gained independence, the agronomy field has been converted into an industry that provides employment and food supplies to Malaysians as the years have passed. Therefore, innovation is the best way to transform the paddy sector with rapid technological advancement to boost Malaysia's rice production. According to Hashim 2017, eco-innovations often involve the use of fertilizers to stimulate indigenous microorganisms to detoxify certain environmental pollutants. Other than that, the adoption of green fertilizer is significant because most of the conventional agricultural practices have barely achieved the desired competence regarding enlarged yields or nominal production costs. Last but not least, fertilizers and pesticides are used to increase production levels by benefiting from the current innovative sustainable agriculture technology.
Today I'm going to present about the cocoa crop production. Malaysia remained known as the second largest cocoa producer in Asia. As the pandemic of COVID-19 happened, the global economy has been affected. The export revenue from cocoa bean and products of the year 2020 decreased to 3.9%, which is RM 4.77 billion, down to RM 4.59 billion compared to last year. The major contributor in cocoa production is cocoa fat, as it recorded RM 1.89 billion or 41.20% within the period of January to September. The cocoa bean grinding also reduced by 60% to 76,461 tons from January to September 2020 period compared to 91,197 tons in 2019. Thus, the government takes initiative ways by exploring new markets along with promotional activities and matching new markets with local manufacturers and buyers from abroad for improvement in production. Therefore, it is important for the smallholder farmer and government agencies to cooperate together to achieve the biggest participant in cocoa production. Agricultural extension service with development the farmer to adapt the new technology that suits their level of knowledge and skills by exchanging the information and convincing the smallholder farmer to use the relevant technology. Thus, good cooperation between the farmer and extension agents is also important as to meet the expectation from farmer to use the technology in the right ways. Transfer of technology, or known as TOT, is the process of transferring technology from the researcher group to the other places. Technology transfer is the process that gives you some knowledge in terms of accept and experience of extension agents and farmer related expertise, resources and services. Cocoa farming can be managed by using precision agriculture methods, or known as precision farming. The precision farming provides a blueprint to increase cocoa productivity and reduce agriculture input costs. Access to know about the conditions of crop, soil and factors contributing to the cocoa production using modern technology. A systematic grid sampling was designed for soil sampling. All the data points are geo-referenced by a differential global positioning system. After all the data check, data will be analyzed by variography and interpolation techniques to quantify the spatial variability of the field data. The precious cocoa management helps to increase crop yield, and it might be because of the specific fertilizer application and pest control in the critical zone, especially during high harvesting season of cocoa.
I'm going to explain about summary on the current development of pepper. As we know, the popular pepper produced in Malaysia are black pepper and white pepper. In the 1840, the Hakka Chinese community in the Bau district began to cultivate pepper and made it the main crop in Sarawak. However, the rise of industry in Sarawak actually began because pepper production has become one of the agricultural activities carried out by the rural communities due to its market and export potential, which can contribute to the national economy, especially in Sarawak. Malaysia registered an increase of 2.13% of pepper production from 23,000 tons in 2016 to 33,500 tons in 2017. due to the temporary higher paper price in 2015 and also expansion of paper farm all over Malaysia. The most challenging year is by the end of 2018 when more than 70% of paper price had dropped due to the effect of oversupply of paper from Vietnam and Brazil in 2015 that has caused the price of paper to decrease more than 16% in Malaysia at that time. Not only that, overall household income of the rural paper farming community also has been affected due to the current pandemic COVID-19. It is likely that agricultural activity in Malaysia, including paper production, will be slightly affected again. Other than that, in order to assist the development of paper in Malaysia during the Brooke administration, Brooke has started to introduce the land incentive and import of forest labor policies in 1875 in Sarawak. The Brooke administration has given encouragement to the Teochew in 1852 who pioneered paper cultivation in Sarawak. With systematic cultivation that was carried out from 1875. After that, rapid recovery of the world economy after World War II resulted in an increase in paper demand and prices, which resulted in an expansion of acreage of paper farm. This situation has shifted cultivation into more commercialist farming, partly to support and stimulate the indigenous population, transformed from subsistence production so that they rely on income from cash crop only. Paper is an important cash crop, especially for the state of Sarawak. The main form of paper product in the international trade are whole black and white paper berries, and almost all the paper produced in Malaysia are in the form of black and white peppercorn. The method employed are simple home technique, and there is no technology involved in the processing of paper because it uses a drying process to produce a black paper with paper berries are blanched before placing in boiling water for about 10 minutes, which causes them to turn dark brown and black in about an hour. So that's all from me. Thank you.
The uniqueness of the Malaysian pineapple industry is that almost 90% of the harvest is grown in peat soil, which is considered to be the edge of the most crop. The current technology for growing pineapples in peat appears to be sufficient, although the inability to magnetize the soil is a serious disadvantage due to labor shortage and increased other input costs. Growing fresh fruit varieties in mineral soils to obtain high quality product has attracted more and more attention. The current research work is to develop new varieties with early production characteristics and high sugar content for use in natural fruits, juice cane, agronomic practices in high density mineral soils, hormone timing, fertilizer, dodge and applications, and mainly bug linear virus red blight. This primary or development is a lot of dependent on economy and ecologically factors. Its framework is encouraged to be developed in a twin line arrangement. For development, thickness is subject to the execution objective of the undertaking, kind of seeds and development system. Next, planting strategy. A stack wood tied by string or wire is utilized as a line marker. The string or rope is set apart for estimating the length of manner along the line. Tugal wood is utilized to make a development opening along the spread stream. Lastly, what is generally significant for this technology is what it can save range working expenses through as the information on necessities needed by pineapple crop. All information will actually want to be seen and accessed effectively through cell phone application or tabs any place we are to decide to recommends in the field. This way, the homestead proprietors will actually want to complete the work on the range by designating it to their representative without being available at the farms. Technology in the pineapple areas likewise remember specialized viewpoint for crop that brought light, charting utilizing drone preparation strategies, for example, utilizing foliar compost, the utilization of apparatus, for example, blast sprayer, elemental innovation, fertilization, with control the executive, post-rip, the executive, and others. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, this case study has discussed the 4 types of crops needed, which are paddy, cocoa, pepper, and pineapple, to complete this assessment. This includes discussing the topics of the current situation, crop development, as well as the latest technologies that are suitable to use in the current situation to achieve good results. The study began with a summary on the current development of paddy, followed with the next crops, which is cocoa, pepper, and pineapple. From the information that we collect, we find that these crops are very important to the country's economy, especially with the current situation in the country.